Hello, guys. Welcome to once again this amazing match. We're gonna be watching it today, but today it should be going flawlessly without too much of an interruption. Um, but before we jump into this amazing game, I'd like to introduce Steno as well as Jack. Both of us, all three of us, actually, are going to be commentating today. So, guys, welcome. How you all doing?
Hello. Welcome to the Prism game. Pepega in the finals here, playing against Knockout. Knockout, well, both these teams in the finals, but favorite to win is Pepega. We're gonna start in cross. Um, it's gonna be three commentators right now. We got Proe, we got myself, and we got Jack. Let's go ahead and introduce the teams for Pepega. Auto Control, Plasma, Rank, Sneaky, Horizon.
Right, Jack. Would you like to introduce the other side?
Mate, you're gonna have to do it. I'm still loading, but yes,
Ah,
we
that's
do have an
fine.
interesting game. But yeah, go ahead. Introduce the other team.
Exactly. And the other side, we have back netting Marasi, I believe it's called, O and Jonas. So it is 5 versus 5. First two rounds, we're going to be watching cross. So yeah, I mean, everything is pretty much the same as all the streams previously. The modes is the same, but the teams are fighting for the prison pain, as already Steno mentioned. So it's going to be a really, really interesting game to see how it goes.
Yeah, and I mentioned before, of course, Pepega, very strong team, and they've been in this situation a couple of times, or very close to this situation. So they really need to take advantage of this game and make sure they don't really mess up. I'm a bit little hesitant on the crossout, because Knockout have gotten their maps. I do believe that Knockout has won this crossout by getting Cross in the first map and Red Alert in their second map. But Pepega, I'm confident that this team will be able to compete here. A very scary attack there. Was almost able to get that OD to help Jonas. Rank came back, but Jonas was knocked out, and is also getting knocked out. I think maybe one of the best players on Knockout. I think he has Impulse Pain. He's playing Ares usually, but right now he's playing Gladiator. So far, it does look like Knockout has been the aggressors in this first part of the game.
Uh, exactly. It was really the previously already we have first round twice the other day, but we've seen it was quite equal. They were fighting for the whole round, catching up with one another. So it's gonna be a really interesting game. You did say Pepega is favorite one in this match, but not to be underestimated. Knockout is really strong team here.
Yeah, Jonas gonna use his OD there. Just kind of wasted his second Ares OD earlier, so he won't be able to help out Jonas. Jonas not gonna be able to do that much. He's just using an OD all by himself. Pepega don't have their main lineup today in the grand finals, which is a bit interesting. Horizon's gonna be on Viking instead of Bravo, but yeah, so far it looks alright. But Knockout has used a couple of ODs, but now it's Pepega with their ODs. You have Plasma with one, Rank with one, Sneaky and Horizon also. Plasma gonna give this OD to Sneaky. Netting might try to
Ooh.
use his OD to take him out, but no need there. Marizi just gonna take him out there.
Yeah, that was a well played from Marizi there, securing that overdrive as his teammate. That's actually huge. Making Plasma use his though, so he basically just wasted his overdrive for nothing. But it is what it is. In case you guys are lost, I don't think we mentioned Pepega is on the blue side and on the opposite knockout red. So that's gonna be for the first round, right? It is still 0-0, 4 minutes into the game. Looking quite good from both sides. They're both pushing, giving pressure, but nothing too special so far. No serious threats from any of the teams. All I gotta say, Pepega on the blue side is continuously pushing and trying, covering sides and so on and so on. So you can see Horizon supporting their Sneaky, who's unfortunately going to be flipping with Paladin there. Um, so yeah, let's see how the contra push from Knockout, how they do it. Netting is going to be taking sides as always with the Crusader and Scorpion.
Ooh, overdrive being used here by Whack and also a flag pull by Jonas. They have a good aggression here. They might even be getting this first capture. On the other side, we do see Sneaky and Plasma. Lovely overdrive from Rank. Looking like netting missed his. Sneaky's going to be using his Paladin. They do get that return and are going to pull Horizon using his Viking OD. Will they be able to get that flag out of the base? But looking like Ooze doing an amazing job just lurking in the background, dealing damage. And it looking like both teams doing a solid job here, but Horizon gets block on that house, but still good job from Pepega. Getting that return is the main priority there.
Exactly. I
But
gotta
right
point
now,
out now
yeah,
that sorry to cut you, but Meraisi or whatever the nickname was, he's having some issues, and it's gonna be exchanged from right now. So they were player off for this pool as except also the contra push from Pepega. So I'm not sure what's quite happening there. He seems to be back. Anyhow, it is gonna be a capture for Pepega, the first cap of the day. Jonas fighting in the middle, Horizon not too far back to take him out. Auto Control taking sides. On the other side, we have Bach pushing in. Maraisi not too far back with the Hunter Overdrive. Jonas is going to help him out, take out the Sneaky there. And Plasma is now watching Jonas trying to take him out. There he goes. Netting trying to deal some damage. It's quite hard to at this map. It's quite hard to land some of the shots with Scorpion and Hovering Hall at least, because you can't have that bend you need, right?
I think this is a pretty good map for Scorpion, especially if you do push up on that left and right side. But Pepega, as you said, Marizi with those issues, he's back now, but uh, not really looking like the championship coordination with their last pull. But they were able to pull it off with all of knockout on respawn. They just got a free capture there. It is 1-0 now, so Pepega can rest a little bit more easy and try to defend that flag. We've seen the pressure that both these teams apply. It's pretty intense. It's pretty back and forth. Pretty hard to capture some flags. So Knockout's got 3 minutes to come up with something. See if they can use a couple of ODs. Ooh does have his OD. So he is gonna be a critical player for Knockout to see if they can pull a flag.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying there, and that was unfortunate first cap to be losing it like that on a knockout side, because they were player down and they did have a quite a good push before that. So it's quite unfortunate. There is auto control trying to stop this, but there is a ball also from Ares coming in. That's gonna be doing a lot of help. Not quite sure if Jonas is gonna be able to go out. Um, Not sure what happened there. He was just AFK.
Yeah, exactly. Looking like they did have that overdrive. Like you said, Steno, they do have now just 2 minutes to possibly make the magic happen here. But is it going to be likely? I'm not too sure. We've seen that aggression come out from both these teams. But if I'm going to have to predict, I do feel like possibly Pepega have that will, that extra energy to go in and win all the rounds. But we're only in the first round here. They do have that first capture, which was prominent and aware for everyone. And it's looking like they still have Sneaky just lurking there. Just even that one player can make the whole team struggle on the opposite side. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Knockout will bring within this last minute and a half.
Yeah, we did see Jonas kind of self. He knew he didn't have that much time. He wanted to be full HP. He's going to be trying to make a play here with this Viking overdrive, but he just doesn't really have any ODs from his team. I wonder if he can try to pull it off by himself. Whack does pull one off. Mar Easy going to pick up this flag. This might be a bit scary. Whack. Oh, Whack is just going to stay behind. Jonas is going to pull that flag. Atu, oh my gosh, this is looking good. They might be able to capture this flag.
Yeah, it's definitely looking good for them right now. But they are still, though, they need that capture to make it up for the lost flag. There comes the huge overdrive there, but Meresi just in the right time, and the right place to respawn and capture this flag. Now it's the time that it actually comes dangerous. The contra push coming from Pepega really strong. Four of the players watching there in the base, sneaky with an overdrive. This is actually going to be tough for them to come back from.
Yeah, looking like on the opposite side, we do have Wakanu. Ooh, actually going to be locking onto Sneaky, I believe it was, but they get this capture regardless. Lovely counter pull from them. They were majority of them were on Resp, and who weren't, they were getting focused by those Pepega players, and well deserved first round there for Pepega. I feel like they did a solid job. So did Knockout, but Knockout's got to step up their game for this next round. Bear in mind, this is for that prison paint, so it's going to be hard for them, and especially obviously the next round's going to be on Cross, and then we're going to be going over to Red Alert, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I feel like Mar Easy could have tried to make a play with this Hunter OD there. He didn't use it at all, I don't think. You have 30 seconds left. They were able to get that pull. I thought it was going to be a tie. It was a really good counter push from Pepega, Sneaky going in with his OD and pulling that flag. But I think it was that Eris OD that came from or Plasma that really did that damage. Put those players on respawn, emptied out their base, and just let them pick up that flag so much easier. I was looking at Mar Easy because he had that OD, and I wanted him to try and stop that, but it was a bit sticky. I think there was a little bit of lag as well, so it was a little bit difficult. But I like that Knockout was able to get that one flag. It was a good play from Jonas. He didn't have that many tools. He just had a Viking OD, Whack had a Paladin OD, and they really made it work. So they get that one flag. That was a very close first round, so it looks a bit more promising for Horizon. I feel like they might be able to pull a round off here. So Pepega have to be careful in the second round. They know that Knockout could capture flags.
Yeah, exactly as you said. But I gotta mention again, I did bring it up, but I feel bad for Knockout. There was really bad circumstances they found themselves in when they lost that first capture with. Which I really believe showed them kind of off the game. They're making them even lose. I can't say that that was the reason for the loss, but that definitely didn't help. And after all, Pepega did play really well. I didn't see any major or noticed any mistakes in the first place from their side. It was quite a good game from both sides, fighting hard and strong. But Pepega didn't manage to take the win into this first round. So let's wait and see in the second round.
Yeah, indeed. Some other thing to point out is combinations. I feel like they make a big factor within this game. Obviously, the only prominent things from both these teams is their Eris players. Obviously, we're seeing and their Hunter players. We're seeing a Striker and Thunder for Knockout, and we're seeing Shaft, Hunter, Thunder on Pepega. Which yesterday we actually saw Hunter being played on Thunder by Atto Control, but we saw a bit of a weirder combination, which was Eris and Railgun for Plasma. But anyways, going into this game, we're on the second round here, looking like Pepega already using that overdrive on Horizon. Does get a glitch there, so won't be getting that second overdrive box. They are pulling the flag though. Atto Control leaving it for Plasma, which he will do. And you look like Whack is in the way and Mary Easy, but regardless, Horizon and along with the Pepega team will be getting that first capture and defending their flag there.
Yeah, that's what happens when you use that OD that you take in the beginning off the rip. Like, there's no counter ODs on Knockout to really contest that. It was a bit unfortunate from Horizon. It was kind of funny, but it was like he was not able to take that OD, but he ended up making the right decision. He jumped down, took that flag, and the rest of his team did a good job at blocking. I don't know if Knockout was having some issues there. I just seen a player join in and out, but in the first 1 minute, they're down one flag. Papega's looking a bit better. They have a couple of ODs still, more than Knockout, so I think they might even be able to get another flag here very shortly.
Anyways, Whack is pulling this flag, but Horizon, oh, actually, excuse me, Plasma does take him out there, and good defense from them. That's actually leaving the flag in a really good position for those Pepega players. Anyways, 8 minutes and 20 seconds on this clock. Yeah, you're definitely right about what you're saying, Steno, and I'm looking forward towards this second round. There's still 8 minutes on the clock here, but Pro, go ahead, bro. Say what you want to say.
Nothing much to add. You pretty much said everything. But yeah, that early capture is definitely going to help them out tremendously, and they're doing an absolutely amazing job right there. controlling the overdrives somewhat as well. But Jonas seems to be going for this one. Um, oh, just barely though. That was a nice take. That's gonna help them also uh, a, a lot. Rank pushing right side with Crusader and Scorpion. We have Horizon up together with Auto Control. Vak though, nobody so far saw him. All right. He's going to be taking out Sneaky together with Auto Control coming back all the way from the center to base to control. I mean, to establish control in their base. Plasma is now taking care of it. Jonas noticed the flag, but it is going to be returned by Vac. So there's that. They're trying, but it's not working out too well for Knockout this second round, unfortunately.
Yeah, indeed. We could see some big pulls being played here by Knockout Sneaky activating that overdrive on Paladin. Also, Plasma getting locked on there by but lovely overdrive by him being used there to assist Sneaky in this pull here. On the opposite side, though, we got Whack counter pulling that flag. He's alone, managing to do it. Marizi actually gets self there. But looking like focus coming in from Atto Control and Rank. Does have his overdrive, which is going to utilize there. Only killing one player, healing himself and Marizi, and this is going to be, I believe, the first standoff.
Yeah, Atto was actually able to take him out. He still has a repair kit, but the focus is there from Knockout. They were able to take him right before that flag. I didn't even see him sneak up onto him, but
Nope.
almost got that return there. But Knockout do hold that flag. It was a good pull from Sneaky and Plasma working together there. Eris OD takes helps him out, but that was a nice Scorpion focus there. That's gonna let Horizon pick this up, but Jonas gets knocked by Atto, and the Plasma takes him out. So Sneaky, or it's so hard for one of these players to take the OD. It's always good to see some
Yeah.
focus on that OD box, but I think it was Sneaky that ended up taking that OD. Pressure's gonna come in from Knockout now. Whack has an overdrive. Jonas doesn't, but Whack is going to use here. His jammer doesn't reach Otto, and Otto just uses his Hunter OD to stop him.
Yeah, better be taking control of that with an overdrive than risk it, right? So there is a standoff, as you mentioned, first of the day. In the second round, O is going to be with Ares on one side as well. On the other side, there's going to be Rank with Crusader. Speaking of which, what do you guys think? Is a Crusader should Ares go attack, or should he just stay back with the flag?
With Crusader, should the arrows? I feel like definitely on this map, Crusaders should be taking the flag here, and because obviously they can lock, they can deal damage from a really far range. Both Crusaders are using Scorpion, especially in this map. We do see those Scorpions kind of lurking on each corner of the opponent's base, where Eris can kind of deal damage. When they have that overdrive, they can assist not only themselves, their team, and also deal a lot of damage with the overdrive. So I feel like what they're doing right now, both teams are kind of doing what every team would normally do with their setup. And as of now, it's really just up to gathering information from where their opponents are, and also just getting control of middle, taking the overdrive, like we've seen Knockout getting their first overdrive in the second round. So I don't know. I feel like maybe there is something I'm missing. Steno could add to that.
Nah, you're right, Jack. Like that Eris OD is, I think it's almost essential to get a return in a standoff. It's so hard to really break these standoffs. I think in Cross is a bit hard to just look at that cubby that each of these players with the flags are holding is just each of their bases fortress basically. And what you said about the Scorpion is gonna be doing that damage long range. You peek out for a second, get that lock, go back behind cover, and your rockets are still gonna go. So I think Scorpion Crusader definitely the best combination to hold the flag. We saw he picked up the Eris OD, but their Viking, I'm pretty sure Jonas doesn't have an OD. On the other side, you have Horizon with an OD on Viking, but their Eris Plasma doesn't have an overdrive. So these teams might wait a little bit more for them to have their ODs, but Plasma and Sneaky both have their ODs. I don't think they'll use here. I think they want to wait for Horizon. They want to make sure they get a return, but they have the tools now to go for a return.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Quite a good job from both of the sides so far. As you mentioned, it was quite fair, but it was just for a moment that Ares that had that flag. That's the reason why I asked in the first place. But yeah, I definitely agree. Crusader Scorpion is definitely the best choice to be holding that flag, landing these shots like a ninja, hiding all the way back. But yeah, both of the teams doing pretty much everything in their power to return this flag, playing by the book, no huge mistakes, trying to control overdrives. Everything's going really well. But once again, Pepega is in the lead with one flag, so all the pressure comes down back to knockout.
Yeah, indeed. Something else to point out is, but I feel like both teams are doing a lot better than we saw in the first round, especially knockout. Although, yeah, they are down a flag. Oh, actually, before I get into that, look at the utilization of all these overdrives coming into play. Looking like Pepega might even get this return. Atto is going to be using as well. There's only Horizon. Atto's there, but knockout do a tremendous job. Lovely spawns from them as well, getting a little bit lucky in some cases. Oh my days! But anyways, like I was gonna say, wait, I forgot. I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
You said they were playing better. They're like they
Yeah,
were playing
yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah. So knockout, definitely. I feel like they're playing a better job, and we can see that they had a good defense with all those overdrives. I think it was 4 ODs being used. There's only rank with his Crusader overdrive there, and they're getting a bit more foreground, especially within middle, taking a couple more overdrives here and there, and we can see them pushing up here. Can I see them getting this flag capture? I'm not too sure. Time's ticking a bit too short for me, but what's your thoughts, Dano?
Yeah, like I think the big problem with all of those ODs was that both their hunters on each of those teams had their hunter OD, so that hunter OD could have stopped any of those attacks, especially that Eris OD. But Pepega did a good job. They seen that the hunter left and they launched all of their ODs into their base, but didn't really end up working. But that forced Knockout to use a lot of ODs to counter and hold the flag. And keep in mind, as Proe was mentioning, Pepega's up one, and now it's just
Hmm.
50 seconds left. Jonas has the biggest overdrive in the game. Him and Whack have 45 seconds to see if they can do anything. Ooh, I feel like he wasted that overdrive. Like, that overdrive would have been huge for them to try and return this, but Pepega right now doing such a good job. They're not allowing them to come close. Horizon, is this a mistake from Knockout? Horizon goes and returns the flag, and now Rank is just going to use his OD on Whack and capture the second one.
Wow, that was absolutely not something I was expecting. Yeah, as you said, that was a huge overdrive from for the knockout team, but they didn't really use it well. But in the other side, we had the flag Crusader with an overdrive ready to protect himself, and it just a huge mistake happened, and there is a second capture and the second win in a row for Pepega. Absolutely tremendous job they're doing today, and it's really well played. But that's gonna be it from the first two rounds. We're gonna have to take a break until the next map is prepared. So, guys, what do you think of these two first rounds? Do you think Knockout has a chance of recovering after seeing such a good gameplay from Pepega?
I feel like definitely Cross was one of those maps which both teams kind of show off how well they could play. It's kind of like Sandbox. I feel like everyone knows it's not got one side of an advantage and all of that baloney. But yeah, so we're going into Red Alert now. I don't know. I feel like definitely Pepega. I don't actually know who chose this map. Let me go check that out first. But I don't know. Pepega, obviously, they have those 2 wins in the lead here. So they're kind of certain. They're like, you know what? Let's win this round. Let's just get it over and done with. So I feel like that's definitely a motivation for them. They've not got the hassle, that kind of stress on their plate. So it's definitely going to be a bit more within their favor. And I feel like definitely they do have the chance more than knockout. But what about you, Stenna?
Honestly, I am a bit surprised with Knockout's performance because this is Pepega, and Pepega or Knockout's really putting a contest up against Pepega. Both these cross games we're pretty close. Pepega was the better team. The first round was pretty close. It was a lot of mistakes from both sides. The coordination of both teams were a bit messy in the second round. As you said, it looked a bit better, it looked a bit more cleaner, but it was still close. It was a one capture and a standoff. I guess Pepega did win that standoff, but in that last minute, Knockout just has to go and try to return for the capture, so they could make that mistake of losing their flag. So you can kind of say it was a 1-0 win in that second round. So both those two maps pretty close. Red Alert, Pepega have a really good Red Alert, but also keep in mind this is not Pepega's main lineup, but they're still doing a really good job with Horizon on Viking. But their Red Alert is pretty good. They work really well together. But I think Knockout is Red Alert is their best map. I honestly think Red Alert is their best map. I played like 4 rounds against Knockout in Red Alert, so they definitely have enough training in Red Alert. And if I'd say that there's any map that Knockout could get a win against Pepega in, I would say Red Alert. So I wouldn't sleep on them in Red Alert. I definitely think Pepega have been playing a bit better, but I feel like Knockout, if they had a chance, it would be here in Red Alert.
Yeah, definitely. It's looking good for them now. They're getting into their map that they. I think, as you said, if there is one map that they should be going for, that's going to be Red Alert, which I believe is going to be their pick. So um, they have just the best chance of redeeming themselves in these two upcoming rounds in Red Alert, and also they're probably even the last chance. So they need to pull their things together and get back on track and get the wins. Finally, get it going. They've been playing so good in Cross as well, not to be forgotten. They did lose the games, but they were not too far back from. Pepega. So there are just a few things they need to work on and fix and pay attention to, and I believe they got it in Red Alert.
Yeah, well, looking like there might be a little delay here. We're gonna be making another map from what it looks like. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, you're definitely right. I didn't know that much about knockout on this map. I haven't actually really played about against them personally or seen much of them. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And if you guys are optimistic about knockout being able to do it and maybe stealing the show, I'm all for it. I'm ready for this to be a battle of the best, especially for being the final game of this major rankings too. But there's still many final games to be played, so this isn't the last one, but it's still one to remember. So, anyways, let's load up in this other map here, and it was actually Knockout's choice, by the way, on Red Alert. So let's see what they can bring to the table.
Yeah, and but with the cross here though, mostly I honestly think the last pick don't really matter too much. I think whatever map is selected, both teams have uh pretty confident that they're able to play that map. Mm, yeah, but I did notice that I think Pepega is going to be starting on that top base. Jack, gonna talk about it. Like
Oh no,
Pepega is gonna start on that top base, and the rumor has it top base is a bit better because it is a bit easier to
rumor.
attack on that bottom base, but the bottom base is a bit closer to the overdrive, so whatever you like better. Pepega gonna start on the top. They're 2 rounds up. They just need one more round to knockout. Too cheesy.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. What you said, it's been proven so many times by the teams that they had the better games on the upper base than the opposite way around. And the overdrive though is closer to the other side. But yeah, it's not gonna get any easier for knockout. So they need to really step it up the whole game here. It is very possible that they're gonna make a mistake, which can lead to their loss and this being a last round. But hopefully, we're not going to be seeing that yet. Hopefully, we're going to be seeing some fight back. And as we already mentioned, the Red Alert is their map. So best of luck to both teams, especially Knockout. They need it now. After all these 2 rounds, they're quite stressed, I believe. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This will be maybe the final reset, like you said. But all faith in this. I mean, teams come back, especially with pressure. Some teams cope better under pressure. Some teams kind of quiver and down and need to rely on their teammates to kind of bring them back up. Like myself, I would say. But let's see how it goes. I mean, only time will tell. Um, they're the players, not us. We're just commentating it, and I'm sure we're all having a blast watching it. So let's see, players are resetting, and let's get into this third round. Do you want to make predictions on flag caps possibly, or something interactive here?
Yeah, I'm saying 1-0 Pepega. Cause and I say 1-0 because I think Knockout they play pretty defensively in Red Alert. They really want to make sure you don't get a flag. I believe Knockout will put up a good fight though, but I do think Pepega will be able to get a flag here. They are in the top base, so I'm favoring them. I'm saying 1-0 Pepega. What do you think, Proe?
Well, sadly, I have to agree. If I have to give it a result, it would be for Pepega because they do have a better base, a little bit, just a slight better base. They do have an advantage of two flags that they just know they need that one more win to get it all over with and get the prize they came for in the first place. They're not far. They are more motivated than ever to win this round. So the all these two previous rounds they're going to be this motivating on the other side for knockout. So I really strongly hope they manage to they're managing to get over it and just put a fight like never before. But it's not looking good. I gotta be honest. Like best of luck. They're gonna need it.
Yeah, indeed. Anyways, first overdrive will be going in favor of Pepega as well. Bit of a setback, but it's going to be on their hunter. So let's see what Out of Control can bring to the table. Will he be able to control the overdrive quite well? I'm trying to pick up with your cheesiness, Steno. I heard that one. Will knockout get knocked out? Uh, so let's see. Players are going to be selfing now. And
Mhm.
let's get into this third round. And let's get ready to rumble.
No, but Knockout does have a good Red Alert, and I know this he's plays very annoying here in Red Alert. He annoys the Paladins and the Viking. He's gonna be playing in his spot already in that middle there. As you said, Hunter OD not too much of a difference, and I think Mar Easy might be able to load his Hunter OD before Atto even uses that one. So far, pretty aggressive from Knockout. You got Jonas and you got Whack pushing into their base. Both of them getting taken out. And look at he's just doing damage from that center there. But this is a bit scary now because you got knockout on respawn and you got Pepega pushing up.
Yeah, yep. 9 minutes already. First minute passed. There is an overdrive going down. Jonas is gonna go for it. Good job. That's gonna help them a lot. And it is Viking though, so Viking Hammer, as normally we do see a ricochet. Unlike usually, there is either way Rico or Firebird with Paladin. So they chose Rico on both sides. That's something actually I would like to point out. What do you guys think, Firebird or Rico? I mean, Rico does have the range and it does have a pretty good damage, but not to forget about the Firebird. That thing is beaming when you get close to the opponent. So, do you think if that was another map, do you think they would still use Ricochet or would they pick the Firebird?
I feel like definitely every team's got a twist on how they play, positions they play, even combinations. But obviously, combinations are a bit more predictable from teams once you see them play with it once. But yeah, definitely on Red Alert, I would stick to Ricochet as Paladin player, and I'm sure Steno would as well. But I have seen, believe it or not, I have seen in TKVs teams train with Fiber just to test it out. Because obviously, like you said, yeah, it's quite powerful. It beams, it does that burning effect, and it definitely is quite an aggressive turret to be using to kind of neutralize your enemies. But yeah, definitely on this map, I would say Ricochet. In other maps, we might see Firebird, but not in this one.
Yeah, I agree. Not much happening here, but what by not much, I mean no flags captured. It is pretty intense going back and forth. Horizon trying to stay there for the for that OD box, but Knockout keeps focusing him, keeps getting him taken out so he can't take that OD. Right now you have Mar Easy, Whack, and Jonas here in that middle. Jonas has been trying to find an opportunity to use that overdrive, but Sneaky here is gonna push him out. OD from netting kind of ruins their defense, but Sneaky just does a very annoying job there. Ooh, just a bit too late. That OD could have helped them a lot. I know that he just sent that OD right now because he was picking up that box, but when Jonas and Whack were there, might have been very helpful. But they do have another go at this. All three of them pushing up again. With Ooh having his OD, but looks like Jonas already used his repair, so maybe not in this go.
Yeah, that was definitely could have been a much better overdrive, but it is what it is. They do have all of them on the left side of the blue base. Um, they do have ready overdrive, so they are pushing Jonas, Vac, all of them with overdrives. So if they can make a good push in anytime soon before the opponents recover, they can actually, I believe, they can pull a flag. Um, but once again, the pressure is on them. We can't forget that. From everything that's been happening so far and have happened, they are behind. They can't. Even a tie is not going to be good enough, unfortunately. So the huge pressure it is on them, and we're seeing that every time there is at least one player in the base watching and taking care of. So that's nice to see. Netting on the right side.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I felt like both teams are definitely putting on the pressure. I like what Jonas and also their Paladin player is doing. Actually, Jonas managing to pull the flag. Rank's going to be using. So does Jonas. Both of them using Atto control, pulling through their base. Does not have a repair currently. That overdrive is down. Atto control dodging those bullets, doing a really good job. He does use his overdrive as well, but will get taken out. And this is looking like a solid return. With on the opposite side, netting counter pulling their flag, and it's going to be the first capture.
Let's
Oh my
go.
days.
I'm actually so happy to see this. Yeah.
No, Knockout is doing a great job in Red Alert. They're doing so well on this blue base. Right now, a counter attack from Sneaky and the Eris. They're gonna go through the canal area. Jonas, Ooh, and Mar Easy trying to contest. Mar Easy has his OD, not gonna stretch that far to Sneaky, but oh my god, netting hits him from across the map. Rank doesn't have an armor, but Plasma is still stunned with that EMP. They just have to go up and return this. Atto and Horizon trying to focus Whack. Sneaky spawns right there, Rank spawns right there, and it's looking like they're gonna get this capture. They're gonna tie this up 1-1. But after all that pressure from Knockout, this is so sad to see that right after they capture the flag, they're already getting that flag back. Jonas using his repair, trying to get around the corner, but he's gonna get shot from Plasma and Rank here, so that flag's gonna be dropped down. Whack trying to use, but I think this is going to be really contested. He's not going to be able to do that much there.
Yeah, there is always that one thing that is scary about the capturing the flag. There is always a contra push coming, and it's oftentimes quite hard to recover from that, as all of the players use everything they had and they're on respawn. So we've seen that comeback from Pepega. They took advantage of that. That happening. Oh, I don't think he noticed. Oh, he did notice the overdrive. That was going to be a good, helpful pick. It is 1-1. Pepega did manage to tie it up. So that first capture that kind of give them motivation to keep going and keep trying, and that they can do it. So I'm really hoping they can capture one more flag to and let's see how it goes from this point on. It's not looking too good. Horizon is going to be pushing together with auto control. Not there is Mercery now coming back. That's okay. At one point, I thought there was only one player on defense. But yeah, time is running out. Time is of the essence here, and the 3 minutes and 20 seconds. They need to pull the flag, and they need to take that win. It is 1-1 currently, so it's gonna be really tough. Best of luck once again to Knockout.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, knockout. They got 3 minutes, like I said, to possibly redeem themselves here. They got a couple overdrives. We got Ooh picking up that OD box maybe a minute ago or so, so he can help out those attackers. kind of pull this flag here, but Plasma doing such a good job trying to lock on him. So is Rank. And right now we can see is literally 1 HP. We see Jonas on that far left side, but Pega, all within their base, all just waiting. They're playing the waiting game here. They don't need to stress. They're not the team 2 points down right now. They're the winners as they can see in their eyes and mind. So they've got that mentality where they know where their limits are and they don't need to aggress too much. But with that being said, we do need a bit more aggression from them if they want to keep it in the bag because Knockout aren't going out without a fight here and they're making it clear.
Yeah, and keep in mind that knockout they can't tie here. They have to try to win. And right now, Pepega knows this, but knockout has been applying so much pressure all the time. I think throughout this game, they're the ones that have been applying most of the pressure. You have netting on the far right, and all of these players under the bridge and on their left side. And most of the time, it's Pepega really forced into their base, and Plasma really kind of extends that because he's playing Shaft. He's playing Eris Shaft. He has an OD. Easy gonna use a huge OD stun to take out Plasma. He's gonna try to run back, but runs into Auto control, and Auto just gonna stun him. Horizon picking up this flag. He's going to get taken out, but now 1-1. This might be the final round if Knockout can't capture a flag within the last minute.
Yeah,
Exactly.
indeed. Oh, sorry, so go ahead.
It's all right. Exactly as you said, the time is running out. Though it's really getting frustrating. It is 1-1, but that's not gonna be good enough for them. They need to win. They need to capture that one flag. And also we have Pepega on the other side, who is aware of that, and they're doing their very best to protect their flag. There are quite a few overdrives from their side, so it's gonna be really tough. Unfortunately, some server lag, which is not gonna be helpful for Pepega. But is this a pull that is going to be promising? Sneak is going to be using his overdrive. He's almost alone. This might be all in or nothing. Horizon on the other side, that is a lot happening right now. Plasma overdrives come down. Pull. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I need to
Horizon.
return.
Horizon counterpulled it. He did get lock on, but is allowing that flag to be within their base, netting second counter. Excuse me. Second. Oh my days, I'm lost. I'm
Are
fully
you guys
lost.
all
But
right? Are
yeah,
you guys all right? Like 15
Plasma. I'm right.
seconds?
It's so much happening right now. Plasma
Like
holding
this
on
is
to
it.
that flag, and so is Uan. Yeah, it's guaranteed for Pepega. This is insane. I can't believe what we just witnessed within those
That was
last minute
so
there.
close. Yeah, that was so close, man. Well played from both sides.
Wow.
GG's, well played. Knockout with a scary last minute attack. See if they remain in this round. But then you just see Pepega erupt there. You got a Plasma, you got Sneaky, you got Horizon. Rank even tried to use that OD, but he got taken out. But it was very stressful in that last minute. Pepega able to run away with that flag and hold it and kill the time before Knockout could try and return, and that's gonna guarantee them the victory there. They're gonna win this game 3 rounds to 0, and they're gonna be taking the prison paint home.
Yeah, exactly. That was an amazing game, although it was 3-0 from Pepega. We've seen some great moves from Knockout. It was quite intense all these rounds. I can't say that Pepega was dominating. There were moments, but of course, Knockout was really putting up a fight, and they really played well. So, congratulations to Pepega for the paint and other prizes among it. I believe they're going to be more. But yeah, well deserved for sure. They did fight their way all the way up to the top, and they're going to be taking the win this time. Jack, is there something else to say about this?
Yeah, with that being said, I can officially say Diamonds and both Pepega have secured themselves that 4th round win and also the Prison Paint for this major rankings, allowing them to relax, take it easy, and possibly we might see them in the 3rd major rankings where you guys can sign up if you haven't to possibly win Acid along with RMR points, crystals, and so much more. So go check it out. But yeah, today's Pepega's day. Congratulations to them all. Even the players who weren't playing. Sad to see Ziad not playing on Viking, but definitely well done from Luzark or Horizon, excuse me. And along with all the other team. And it's sad to see Knockout, but I'm sure we'll see them play again. They played an amazing game throughout. I think they went up against Dominance, Lavender, and IDY and showed themselves to be a good team. So hopefully more in the future. But with that being said, I believe there's nothing else to be said. So I'm going to say goodbye and allow you guys to do so too.
Yeah, that was an amazing game, and pretty much Jack said everything. Thanks guys for commenting today with me, and once again, that was Super John streaming this wonderful stream. Steno, Jack, and I, Proe. Um, so yeah, I hope you got your predictions right, and that will be it from today. Have a wonderful rest of the evening.